Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about something very important that married people do without realizing how dangerous it is to their marriage. I'm going to talk about things that you, as a married person, should not be doing. And I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm not here to look like holier than thou. But I believe if we know better, we can do better. By the way, if you are new here, my name is Elly and I'm the host of this podcast, Being Intentional. This is your go to space for honest conversations about marriage, relationships, and life in general. I'm not a counselor, I'm just someone who loves talking about love, commitment, and building godly marriages, relationships rooted in faith and filled with grace. So, if that sounds like your kind of space, stick around. So, let's get into it. The first thing I would like to talk about that married people are not supposed to do is flirting. So, flirting, a lot of people don't realize how dangerous flirting is. They see it as something which is not harmful. You'd see a married person, he's busy glued to his or her phone, flirting with a person of opposite sex all night, and the partner is in the house. When you're doing all this, what are you communicating to your partner who is sleeping next to you? Some people, they do flirting while they are in bed. The partner is sleeping next to them and they are on the phone giggling, talking to a man or a woman who is not their spouse. They are busy showering compliments to a person who is of opposite sex. This kind of behavior communicates to your partner that you don't respect him or her. It communicates that you don't care. They are of no value to you. Because if you respected them that much, you wouldn't be glued to your phone, giving so much attention to someone who is just a friend. You'd see some people in a relationship, they can't even remember when last they gave a compliment to their spouse, even how they dress. They stopped long time ago, but they have this friend in their phone. They compliment each and every time. They even tell the person, please, tomorrow wear this. I like that your dress. Wear it tomorrow. No, as a married person, don't do this. Whether you are a husband, whether you are a wife, it damages the trust in your relationship. Your partner might think that you are not in love anymore. It communicates something different. As much as you are seeing it harmless, in your head, you are like, oh, this one is just my friend. My dear, you are cracking the walls of trust. Every solid marriage is built on trust. So the more you flirt, the more you're busy spending time, whether over the phone, talking to opposite sex, flirting, you are cracking that foundation. And if any kind of wind blows your marriage, it's going to break. Don't do it. It's not worth it. We are not saying that you shouldn't have friends of opposite sex, but you should have boundaries on how you talk to a person of opposite sex who is just a friend and to your wife. Okay, there has to be a difference. Those boundaries have to be there. Even the other person that you are flirting with, she cannot respect your wife at all. She cannot respect your partner, your husband. No, because you have started it. So don't do this, all right? Another thing that you, as a married person, should not do is chatting with your ex. This one is not a good idea. Do not do it. Don't do it. People make a mistake of saying, oh, it's just my ex, she's just my ex, she's harmless or he's harmless. My dear, I'm not saying that your ex is a bad person, but a person whom you were once intimate with, you shared those special moments. There was a bond between you two. You once loved each other, and there are feelings involved. You might think in your head that these feelings have disappeared. They are gone, done and dusted because you are done with that person. It's going to surprise you. Why? The more you chat with this person, the more you create that spark, the more you make those feelings wake up, okay, and be sensitive. So what happens is whenever you're chatting with your ex, you will slowly start feeling connected. And before you know it, you find yourself that you're falling in love again. So, for example, you are a married person, you have your husband, you have your wife. No person is perfect. It might be that your husband or your wife is giving 90% out of 100. So, because you're busy reconnecting yourself to this person, your ex, you will start focusing on the 10% or the 20% that your partner is not able to deliver. So you will start texting, calling your ex, and you will be telling your ex that my husband is not delivering this. Because you have feelings for this, your ex, right? You will disregard the 90% that your husband or your wife is giving you. You will now start concentrating on the 10% or the 20% that is failing to deliver. So if there is any kind of tension in your relationship, you will find yourself calling this ex, finding solace in this person. End result, you will start talking to this ex and explaining the weaknesses of your husband or your wife. Most of the exes, they know because they had feelings for you. They know where to press the button. They know the right words to say to you. They will start doing things, working on the weaknesses that your husband is failing to deliver. Next thing, you will find yourself, you have reconnected. You have started seeing each other again, which is not allowed. You will defile your home. Do not do it. As long as this ex did not give you a baby, as long as you as a man, you did not give any woman a baby, you have no business of chatting. I'm telling you, let that woman go. I'm not saying that this person is a bad person. No. But he or she is not good enough for you. And he or she is not worth to destroy your marriage. When you guys broke up, they disappeared 10 years. They went somewhere. There was no communication. They heard that you are married. You are 4 years into your marriage. Now he's back. He wants to destroy what you have worked so hard for. No, tell them off. If you see an ex is coming close to you and trying to play nice, don't give them a listening ear. Don't forget what you went through with them. Okay? Because the time that you were with this person, there was so much trouble. There was so much shege that you saw. You used to cry all night, go to bed with a pillow soaked with tears because of this same person that you want to compare with your husband, you want to compare with your wife, the person who saved you from that same ex. Please do not do this mistake. You hear me? On this same point, another one is, as a married person, do not make a mistake of comparing your husband or your wife with your ex. This one is more common in so many marriages. I don't know whether people are just insensitive. I don't know whether you just want your partner to work so hard. I don't know the motive behind. But a lot of people, they complain that my husband or my wife compared me to his or her ex. That is a very dangerous thing to do in a relationship. It's going to destroy your relationship. How? You keep on bruising the confidence of your partner, confidence of your husband or your wife. Some people, they even get to an extent of comparing the performance of their ex in the bedroom. How dare you? Don't do that. The moment you do that, you have done a damage which will need a lot of counseling sessions for your partner to recover. Don't do this to the person whom you say that you will love for better, for worse. Don't. Some people, they do the comparison by chatting with their ex on the phone, and they will be writing, oh, he's not better than you. You were the best. You used to do better than him. Blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Because the day that your husband gets your phone and finds those messages, where do you think that he will get the trust to trust you again? Please, oh, please, don't do it. Don't compare your husband or your wife with your ex. If you want your partner to do better, just highlight the areas that they are failing to do, help them. Remember, everyone is different. What your ex used to do is not what this one will do, because they are two different people. Everyone has got his or her own skills, like areas where they can do better. The secret for you to be satisfied is to focus on the strengths of someone. Do not focus on their weaknesses. Okay? Another thing that you are not supposed to do as a married person is asking money from a friend of opposite sex. So you are a married woman, but all you do, if you go through your phone, all the chats, you're chatting with men, they are all your friends, and you're busy asking money from them. If your husband comes across those chats, what would you think the first thing would come to his mind? You will break the trust. I know life can be hard. I know you might be in a position that you really need financial help. But my dear, it's not worth it always asking money from male figures, male friends. The same applies to the man. You're busy asking money from women. Yes, we know they are your friends, but it's going to affect how your wife sees herself. She will feel like she's useless to you. You will give a wrong message. It's not entirely wrong to have male friends or female friends if you are married, but it should have boundaries. Okay? It can never be that only male friends are the ones who can provide you as a wife to someone with financial help. No, you should also have female friends whom you can help each other financially. If you feel like you really need financial assistance, talk to your spouse and explain the situation that this money is needed. I don't have the money, or we don't have the money in the house. I have this friend. If you are a wife, that means you have this male friend that you feel like if you approach this person is going to help. And your husband should be aware and should be involved in that whole thing, so that tomorrow there is transparency. He's not going to think that you guys want to do something dubious. The same applies to the husband. If you've got a financial problem and you know that you have that female friend who can help, approach your wife first, so that when you're handling this thing of sharing money, getting money from friends of opposite sex, your spouse or your partner is aware of it. Because if you just do it like you're doing with any other friend, it's going to affect your marriage. At the same time, sharing of money, if someone has just gifted you some money, you were in need, and is of opposite sex, it brings that closeness. And slowly, you create a bond with that person. Things can get complicated just because you were in a position of sharing material items. It cannot be money. It can be like, oh, let me use your car. A married woman is busy driving a car of a male friend from somewhere. That thing is going to create a bond. Stay away from it. It's a ticking time bomb. Okay? So that's it for today. Before I close, let me say this: marriage is not easy. Marriage requires work, patience, commitment, sacrifice, and a whole lot of love. But it is worth it. A good marriage is one of the greatest experiences that a person can have in this life. But you have to protect it and guard it with all your heart, like your life depends on it. Yes. The things I talked about today: flirting, chatting with your ex, comparing your husband or your wife to your ex, sharing money or with a friend of opposite sex. These things seem small at first, but they grow. They become habits, and those habits can destroy everything you've worked so hard for with your spouse. So I want to challenge you today. Look at your life. Look at your habits. Are you doing these things? If you are, it is not too late. Okay? Have an honest conversation with your spouse. Recommit to your marriage. Choose your spouse every single day. Because a marriage that is protected and nurtured is a marriage that lasts. If you've reached this far, I want to thank you for watching this episode. Please share it with someone who would love to hear from it. And do not forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. God bless you. Bye.